hey, you are not alone. You're not alone in this. And like I spoke of before, if we look at it almost like a video game, just temporarily, so that you can get your practice in, and don't beat yourself up too bad, right? When you think you've made mistakes, when you think you've done wrong, especially when you think you've harmed someone else or done somebody else wrong. If we're spending time in our head making ourselves feel better, we might miss the point. We're not alone in this. We're not. We're here for one another. And if you can only be here for yourself today, then that's where you start. You start being here for yourself. How are you going to do that? Well, you're going to be good to yourself. You're going to be nice to yourself. You're going to drink water. You're going to rest. You're going to feel good. You're going to go outside and play. Yeah. And then after that, you can grow. You can expand. And remember that those that seek will find. And what is it that you are seeking? If you don't have that answer, that's okay. But as a basis, you're seeking nourishment like the honeybee. The honeybee is always and ever expanding, always and ever evolving in spirit. In spirit, yes. And of course, they evolved to get a stinger. Of course, they evolved all different kinds of things because they're always seeking the nourishment. What nourishes. They're not seeking what separates. They're not seeking what makes them unique. You're already unique. Only you need to know why. Only you need to know how. Your expression in every way, the breath that comes out of your mouth is an expression. That is unique to you. Everything is unique to you. You are special, but only to you. And yes, as you grow, you will see yourself special to someone else, having the same unique experience, where they too are seeking to receive and give nourishment. Did you know that before the nectar becomes honey, it is passed between at least 3 or 4 other bees before it winds up in the cell? Did you know that? Did you know that the bees regurgitate and pass the nectar back and forth multiple times before they store it in that cell? It's not only to share the information, but it's to share the culture that is in their gut bacteria. Yes, their own personal imprint. My friends, we are here for one another. My friends, I am a brother to you. I am also a sister to you. I do look like a brother. Yeah. And we can get into all of that other stuff. Identification, gender, identity. Yeah, we can get into all that. But the bottom line is we are not alone in this. It sometimes can seem like that. I know. And when we look, sometimes through social media or regular media, I mean, we see us hurting each other. We don't want to hurt one another. Yes, there are isolated extreme cases all the time. Yeah. There's 7.58 billion people in this world. Let's just say 7 billion of them want to love every other person that they possibly can and receive that same love. In the hive, yeah, there's what they call robber bees. Yes, there's plenty of them. where they try to sneak into other hives and they take a little bit of honey and nectar and pollen from those other hives, and then they go back to their hive and pretend like they did it. Yes, there's plenty of those bees running around. But I want you to look at, I don't want to draw attention to one isolated place, because this place enjoys their most recent experience where they actually got to be with one another. See, that's the other thing. If a culture is screaming to be with its own culture, allow that. Step the fuck back. Because that culture needs to cultivate itself in order to be shared. If that culture is being suppressed, if it's receiving, let's just say, antibiotics, it's killing culture. So it needs time to recoup. It needs time to rebuild, ferment. Anyway, if you look at the honeybee and you look at what they're doing, you can watch it. You know, they say there's such things as killer bees, right? When I was a kid, when we discovered we had killer bees, oh shit, everything got real quick. We thought we were all gonna die. We thought the killer bees were gonna kill us all. We're still here. Everything's just fine. Plenty of killer bees. But you can go to one isolated place where commercial beekeeping infiltrated this place. I will not give you direct description of this place. If you want to find the information, you will look it up and find it on your own. There may even be a beekeeper that'll answer you, but many beekeepers don't even know of this place and what happened, which it's like blows my mind. The bees are still testing as Africanized or killer, but they do not behave as such. When prior to, let's just say, a catastrophic event, commercial beekeeping was highly prevalent, artificial insemination was a big deal, and control and manipulation, clipping wings, so on and so forth, was happening in a majority in this isolated place. Well, catastrophic event happened, trauma happened, and the honeybee evolved. The honeybee evolved with containing still the genetics that we perceive as dangerous, still containing their stinger, but not behaving in such a traditional, aggressive manner that we perceive killer bees behaving in. They still test for that genetic though. They still have that trait, but they're not stinging everyone. My friends, I'm trying to tell you, it's how you perceive everything. Everything is happening. Yes, this place had a catastrophic event. It almost destroyed the entire place. Did the bees go anywhere? No. They evolved. They healed. We are experiencing what perceives as some pretty hard times. It's how we react, my friends. It's how we choose to see it. It's okay though. See, I gotta watch these trigger words. See, I've practiced enough to where I can identify, but only in this brief breath. Like identifying as a victim. It's okay. We can see ourselves as victims because we are. We have been, some more than others. But in this moment, right now, you're watching this video, you are a victim of nothing. You are only sharing the information. You can even call this receiving information. And you don't have to like it. You can swipe on. Or you can at least laugh at it. If you don't like spirit talk, laugh at it. It's your choice to react to this in the way that you do. And my friends, I love you no matter. And that's the other thing. You don't have to seek anything out except what you know is fulfilling to you, your unique experience. And if you don't know what those things are, that is okay too. So that's what I'm trying to tell you right now, is you start with you. I'm 45. And only in the last maybe 10 years have I really truly learned who or what I might be. The first and foremost thing is I know I'm love. And that's what you are too. You're love. And you could share that. And practice does make perfect. So go ahead. Share it with yourself. Make yourself some lunch. Take a nap. Go for a walk. Go for a bike ride. Go water the garden. Go plant a garden. Go sprout some seeds. The funny thing is you'd be surprised what starts sprouting up around you. I didn't even know one time, like one time I just there was a leftover corn on the cob, and I threw it in the compost. And I turn my compost every couple of days. I try to get the pigs to go in there and turn it and poop in it, and then it makes it faster, so then I don't have to do it. So that's what the pigs do. So I don't always take deep notice of the compost. But I went out one day and I had thrown a corn on the cob in there, and the pigs didn't eat it. It all sprouted. The cob itself had 30 different corns on it sprouted. It's always happening. You're not alone. And you are everything. So that's what I'm going to leave you with here today, is you are everything. Eventually, you will get to the place where you are the earth. Eventually, you will get to the place where you are the galaxy. And it's infinite wonder. You will get there. I promise you. But for now, you are just you. To put a smile on your face. Look at your beautiful face in the mirror right now. Go do it right now and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Tell yourself how much you love you. And even if you need to pretend and make it a game at first and be silly with it, then do it. You know what I'm saying? Some of you don't need that. Nah. Some of you don't need it. But you are the mother. You are the father. You are the son. You are everything. It's your kuleana to share that. It's your duty to share that. It is. It's not from obligation either. It's from privilege. It's from honor. It's from dignity. And it's the biggest joy that anyone can have. It really is. So in your choices today, I hope you see how beautiful you are.